What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. Another one. We got it done. We got the 300 program stars. We are done with the 6th inning program. We're going to have a pack opening coming out a little bit later, but in this one we're going to talk about the best way and some updates to my program star method to make it even better. I really think it is much vastly improved now after a couple kinks. And yeah, before we get into this one, as always, make sure to leave a good old like down below on this video. It does definitely help me out as always. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Gonna have some gameplay with some bosses out pretty soon, and a couple big videos on the road to 50K. Let's keep it rolling. So getting into this one. 6th inning program. Again, this is one that is not inherently difficult, I would say, to complete. Basically, it's just as easy as the 5th inning program was. However, a lot of you guys, I assume, probably didn't get the voucher because there was 300K opposed to, what, like 120K or so usually. So that's why I think this program star method is definitely going to be useful if you guys didn't check out my last video. But the couple basic things to talk about first is the collections. Absolutely do these. You don't have to do the voucher. You're gonna get this done eventually, but you need 7 prime cards. You can get what, 1, 2, you know, probably 3, 4. There's a good amount of them that you already have for free, so there's a good chance you already have 7. If you don't, definitely do get 7. Yes, you do have to collect them. You're locking them in, but we have our Honus type collection coming out. I think it's going to be worthwhile regardless. The breakout Blake Trinan, this is a must do. It's a decent card for what it is. It's not tremendous, and there is some online stats with him, but it's closing pitcher missions. The longest is 2 innings that you're going to have to pitch, so that's laughably easy. The Conquest, we talked about some tips yesterday in our video. Going to be up at the top right hand corner. Make sure and check that out. Also, some really good hidden packs in there if you guys did not see that. Alright, the missions. Now, if you did not get the voucher, I think this is something you're going to want to do, especially at least get the win 10 games in events. It's 3 innings, no lineup restrictions. It's pretty goddamn easy. The innings with prime players, it is, I think, 18. If you have 3 prime players in there, you're going to get that done in like 3 games, plus these go hand in hand. And then the saves with Blake Trinan. I'll admit it, I had to actively try and lose games because there's a couple times I was up like 8-2, so I'd have to give up 3 runs in the 3rd inning just so I could get a save with Trinan. Make sure and remember, you have to be up by 3 in order to get a save for it to actually count. So that's a good one as well. The Showdown, briefly, we are going to talk about this one because, again, I really don't feel like making an entire dedicated video. It is hotter than fuck in this apartment. I just want to kick back, relax, and watch some baseball. So I'll waste 500 stubs on y'all. That's how much I care about you. So obviously, you're going to get the boss picks. I recommend staying Musial, of course, because you are going to be facing Gregg Maddux as your final Showdown boss. Corey Seager's great. He has a shift on him, so if they throw a fastball outside, you're just taking it the other way. Easy doubles. And yeah, obviously, you're going to want an offensive heavy lineup. There wasn't much stuff that you need with starting pitchers, so I'd recommend getting a reliever instead if you do get one of those opportunities. Inside Edge really makes things a hell of a lot more interesting now with Showdown and Battle Royale and even ranked seasons a little bit, to where a guy like Jay Bruce is gonna have 74 power against lefties instead of 73. So it's a huge upgrade. It completely changes the game. But yeah, try and find some good reliever. I didn't really, but we're just gonna super speed this. You guys are gonna see. So the final Showdown, I believe, is always gonna be Gregg Maddux, and then the mid one is gonna be Dennis Martinez. I had some people tell me this was difficult for them. I beat it on, I think, 4 pitches. It was really easy. You just gotta sit curveball. He does have that as his primary primary pitch, so you just got to be expecting that, and it's going to come out of the hand pretty easily. And then Gregg Maddux, he has really good stuff. Of course, he has a sinker, circle changeup, really slow curveball, but he doesn't throw that hard. Use that to your advantage. He has really good control, so you could be seeing some dots. You're going to have to wait for yours. I'd really recommend picking up a defibrillator quirk, something like that, when you're down in strike counts, because that's probably going to happen pretty often. Veteran difficulty, again, I recommend playing pretty much as much as you need to. I think I went 8 to 15 and I completed it pretty easily, so that's going to be Showdown. That's the main stuff that I wanted to talk about, and now let's talk a little bit more about that 2-controller method. Again, no, I haven't really been working on a 1-controller method since my the inning grinding one you guys remember with that Tampa Bay Rays franchise. That still works really well. This is just a little bit better, so if you do have 2 controllers, if you don't, go buy one or go steal your little brother's, because it's going to expedite the process exponentially. 2 very similar sounding words in a row. So you just gotta load up a franchise. I think you can do it in Play Now. I do it in franchise. It's just easier. I think it is, I think you get more points. I don't know. Who cares? It's not much of a difference. The gameplay, make sure that you have the hitting difficulty on Legend, and I think the pitching, it's supposed to be, if it's on higher difficulties, you're supposed to earn more XP. So that's just what I go off of, and this is what you're gonna do. This is what I've learned. So you only get the big XP with one side. You don't get it with the other. So this is how it goes. Your main controller is going to be right here. This is my main one. We're gonna come in hot against Justin Bieber, who threw a gem last night, by the way. This is always gonna be on your team. You're gonna want to do that, the home team, and then your secondary controller is going to want to be on the away team. Now, this is what we're going to do. This shit doesn't really matter. Make sure you're on fast play. Turn all the presentation options, the replays off, and also make sure this is on the show theme. It shows runs over 100, and it's gonna be a hell of a lot easier. So this doesn't really matter. You don't have to fuck with the rosters any. Just skip, and we'll come in hot. Hotter than I am right now. I am sweating. I'm sure you can tell. Alright, and this is what we do. So we're going to take the second controller and we're going to pause it right away, move over to team select, get off of this, because then we can go to quick manage, simulate half the inning, and we're going to go right back into controlling the Indians, and then we're going to do the intentional walks again. That's the big key for this. I'm going to throw up the values that I found. I don't have them written down offhand. I'll have to go look in my document. This controller's busted, by the way. You guys, if you've seen these videos, you know that at this point. But the big things for this that I've noticed is if you do it like, I was trying it out, and if I pitched that opening inning, I would only be getting like 100 or so XP despite scoring like 20 something runs. Obviously, something's fishy. Is Kim Kardashian, is Courtney around? Maybe Ray J can attest, but something definitely smelled suspicious. So I went ahead and found out I was always getting the actual XP I should be getting when I do it this way. And there's not the same restrictions or stipulations that I talked about last time. I usually walk up until like 20, 25 runs now. I'm usually earning about 900 XP approximately per half inning that I'm doing. And you don't have to actually end the inning organically like I was saying. I don't know why I thought that was the case, but I did more tinkering. It is absolutely not. Once you get, I don't know, it's just easy and pretty simple to do like 20, 25 runs. If you want to hit and get more XP that way, you can, I guess. It is on Legend, but you do get more XP from doing this. It is helpful, and you get the full values this way, which is really nice. And what I was alluding to is once you get to that point, you can basically just hit a ground ball and turn into a triple play. Doesn't really matter how it goes. I'll show you how that happens. We'll work ourselves up to we'll go 23 runs, and here we are. So I'm just gonna throw it right down the middle, do something like this, have the inning end, make him go home, make him throw home, hard throw, tag on the helmet. 843 XP. So you guys can see, it takes about 3 to 4 seconds, I think, to actually do an intentional walk. Really quick shit. And you don't have to, you know, end it actually getting out, so you don't have to pitch whatsoever. It is really, really simple, and then once you get to the next inning, just go back to team select. Make sure always do this, because if you try, from everything I've done, if you try and pitch with this controller now, you're only gonna get 100 or so XP despite however many runs you get. So go back here, do the quick manage. They'll usually take out the pitcher. I guess Tito is not too worried about giving up 24 runs in the first inning. Jesus Christ, but make sure that you actually are controlling the team. So just play out the game. You're going to earn a bunch. Usually I get approximately 5 to 6 program stars for one of these games, and it doesn't take too long, maybe 20-30 minutes for one of these games, and really quick stuff. You don't really need to get the voucher. This is going to be very, very fast. And again, that's also really, really good for XP. You know, you just had 843 in not very much time at all. So you're going to jump a bunch of levels if you guys are still working to get to Prestige or working up the ladder of Prestige. So that's pretty much all they have for this one. I'm still constantly working on new things, trying to find new ways to earn program stars pretty fast and be able to get this done as quick as possible. I ended up selling my boss, I think, for about 180 or something last night, and yeah, we got a big pull. You guys will see in the pack opening. Get ready for that one. Turn on the notification bell like Hector Salamanca, and subscribe to the channel, or else you go blow you up. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy this one. Let me know how far you guys are in progress. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes some Zodi Yates.